And it's time for the Friday walkthrough. We welcome you inside Milan Pushkar Stadium. Tony Caridi along with Coach Dwight Wallace as we get set for West Virginia and the Longhorns of Texas. Now you might think when you talk about these two teams that would be a spread attack. At least that's how things started this season. But Dwight, we're into the month of November. It looks as though we're going to see old-fashioned running football here.
Well, I don't know about old-fashioned, but I think everybody's going to be running. I think that's for sure. This Texas team is a challenge. It's a different kind of attack. We see these spread offenses. They've got us all over the field. These guys will spread it out some, but I'll tell you what, they're going to run the football. They've got running backs. They're deep. They've got a couple quarterbacks that can run too, and they can throw it, but they're not the throwers that we've seen the last 5 weeks. We've seen some unbelievable quarterbacks the last 5 weeks, I think. I'd put those five up against anybody in any conference anywhere, and I think we come out number one. But certainly this is going to be a real test for our defense to stop their run. It's going to be a real test for our offense to get it going because their defense is number 2 in the conference in everything, and defensively. And you got Oklahoma number 1 basically, and these guys are number 2 on defense. So a huge challenge, I think, for our run game.
All right, let's talk about the elements now as we record this. It is breezy out here. It's going to be about 50 or under 50 during this game. Does the weather become a factor, yes or no?
Well, I think it could be for the Texas guys. I don't know. We've been down there, Tony, the last few weeks, and it's warm and cozy, and so yeah, it could be a little. In fact, it's a little sweaty down there, as a matter of fact. So yeah, I think that could be a change. Also, the fact it's an early day game. I mean, it's noon our time, 11 o'clock their time. And plus this team has struggled a little bit on the road. So I think that's a little bit of a question mark in their minds is can they be a good road team? So I know their coach has probably beaten them over the head with that. We're on the road. We've got to get our act together. We got to play better. But they're also getting beaten up locally in the media and all that too.
Let me ask you one final thought here as you break this game down. Keys for West Virginia. The Mountaineers able to knock off Texas Tech last week. What has to happen out here to be successful?
Well, this team doesn't turn it over, Texas. So we can't give many easy ones. We can't turn it over. I always worry about special teams. Their punt return average in the Big 12 conference stats, they're 13.6. I really feel that that 13.6 is something we've got to really work with our cover teams. We've been very good this year, and both kickoff coverage and punt coverage. So knock on wood, let's see if we can't do it again this week. But to me, that's a key. Also, the third one I would say is the passing game. We've been a little inconsistent recently. We're still solid. And so let's catch them all. Let's make good throws. And let's get back to throwing that ball the way we can to match up with that run game.
All right, kickoff is set to go at high noon. Our pregame coverage on MSN Radio begins at 8:30. We invite you to join us. Along with Coach Wallace, I'm Tony Caridi on the Friday Walkthrough.